It's funny that Tim said that he didn't want to get political, because today we have an extremely special guest, someone who has dedicated their service to the United States, and it has spanned decades. A figure who has embodied public service in its truest sense. Former vice president. He was under the Obama administration. He was an integral. He played an integral part in shaping politics and steering decisions. I'm never going to have ChatGPT write this shit again. Steering decisions that have profound impacts on our nation and beyond. He was originally from the blue-collar town of Scranton, Pennsylvania. You all know him. You all love him as the 46th president of the United States.
Love him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and profound privilege to welcome to our podcast the President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden. Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us today. It's truly an honor to have you here. I know that our listeners are eager to hear from you and to learn more about your perspective on the myriad of issues that we face today. To gain insight from your extensive experience, welcome to the show, President Biden. I know this is a trying time for your presidency as the news that the White House has had to recently be evacuated due to a deposit of cocaine being discovered in the West Wing. Is it true that cocaine is the only stimulant powerful enough to animate your corpse of a human body?
No. Stand back. Put on your mask. Put on a mask. Have you been tested? What I'm going to do as President of the United States is call together an entire group of people at the White House, and we're going to do nothing, virtually nothing. But here's the point. Just make sure you understand. I'm going to make the federal. I mean, and there's quiet. The fact is, I've made it very clear, overwhelmingly clear. I make it clear, which we were making clear. I made it clear, and as what's happening. I
don't know what's happening.
I love you, Joe.
Well, that was pretty clear. No. That didn't seem to be coherent or even address Brad's question at all, Mr. President. Is it true that you aren't sure who you are? What is your administration's stance on cocaine and cocaine possession?
It is not true. Joe Biden. Okay. You know who he is. No, Mom, leave me here. I'm not going to go with you. What are you talking about? Everyone should have the right to have free cocaine. And go on my website. Yes! Get that free. And here's the deal. I support riots and chaos and violence. Walk across to a church and hold up a Bible. Right. The economy. My economic plan would create 7 jobs. You have 91 companies, the corporate tax 28%. It shouldn't be 21% because it would be about 100 trillion percent. It would create an additional $1 in economic growth. We're going to make this federal government spend $600 billion a year on
okay, but Mr. President...
This is a family show, Mr. President.
Yeah, Mr. President, you seem to be dodging some pretty straightforward questions here. Did you address your mother while on this call with us? Can you tell us about how you see America and its role within the larger global geopolitical landscape?
My mom takes everything out of context, but the point is, look, and that's the fact. That's what we're going to do. Give me a break. I'm a proud top. Make no mistake. Being a top is not gay. I'm full of cum. Really, one small business closed this year, and more than 5 people have died. Good we are. By far the worst nation on earth. I'm talking about you. Hi. Xi Jinping asked me in the Tibetan Plateau, could I define America? I said, yes, one word. Gay. I did this stuff for just a second. We just made every single person pay 91% tax. That raises over a penny.
Dharma.
Well, as you know, Joe, I refuse to acknowledge you as my president. We all know about the hanky-panky and your cohorts played with the 2020 election. Many people in my camp would say that you are leading the country to hell in a handbasket. How would you address the moral decline of our present American society? Also, what was with saying balls? That was highly inappropriate.
People have died, and I'm very happy for that. Big deal. What's the deal here? Do you feel comfortable? I'm a black man. You must come. Guess what? I'm gay. Over the last 2 years, a record 10 Americans committed suicide. Everything is a sign up. I don't know where we are. Are we almost done? I still don't know where we are. look, come.
I wish I knew why these phone interviews were always turned out to be so damned incoherent when we do them. Mr. President, accusations abound about your mental acuity or lack thereof. Could you please just string together some English sentences that made sense so as to reassure us that you haven't completely lost your mind?
This is words. Speaker Pelosi, pop, law, my fellow Americans. My head be bold, my cock be fragile. My days are through. God, I'm heated. Lower the temperature. 9/11 did not happen. I thank the Twin Towers for the presence here today. I don't fear death. There's nothing after. I checked. Just darkness. We are facing too many crises. We have too many crises. I'm concerned about the crises. As a proud Democrat, I will not get anything done. That's the choice I'll make as president. I don't care. Words. Today is Peter's Day. Foreskin 7 years ago in the 30s. There was no oxygen. We can't keep this dialogue going. It has to end.
All right, Tim, did you have a yes or no question for President Joe Biden?
Yeah. Do you have erectile dysfunction issues?
I don't think so.
Matt, did you have a yes or no question for President Joe Biden?
Is Jill DTF?
Well, no.
Damn.
Norma, what kind of questions do you have? What kind of yes or no questions do you have for President Joe Biden?
Are you able to get it in the toilet when you pee?
I don't know.
Gabe, anything you wanted to ask President Joe Biden that was a yes or no question?
Yeah. I heard you're a proud top. I'm something of a bottom myself. Do you think we're simpatico?
I don't think so.
All right.
Oh, that's disappointing.
President, can you confirm or deny that you've ever had sex with a woman?
I don't think so.
All right. Also, I was curious about your relationship with Donald Trump. Has he f***ed you in the ass?
I don't think so.
All right. What do you mean that you don't think so? The question is, have you or not?
Well, no.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right. Well, this has been another disastrous political phone interview. I don't know why they always go like this. I really have to figure out what the hell is going on with these bookers. Anyways, Joe, let's just have an update on where you are and what we all should be thinking about as the next election cycle closes in. How would you just wrap this up for us?
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight, I'd like to talk to you about nothing. If you get head, I get feet. We are in a battle. America is an idea, not a country. Don't kid yourself. I was attacked by police officers for literally defecating on this floor. Not once, but twice. Sounds like hyperbole, but that's the truth. 3 times. And you better call 911 because I'm going to do it again. Abraham Lincoln was conceived over that door. Think about that. Close your eyes. What do you see? Nothing. What else do you see? Nothing. Sal, please. I've long said capitalism is exploitation. Here's what we're going to do. Panic. I've laid out a $3 billion plan to do just that. First, our economy is worth a single penny. My plan cuts that in half. Second thing, my Build Back plan will address nothing. We've never done that before. We just made COVID-19 illegal in this country. We've never done that before. I'm going to give up. 2 months ago, 2019, I'd gotten shot. Fauci. It hurt it. Tonight, every adult will be eligible to get shot. Just like we saw during World War II.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
That juice.
I carry a pocket in my pocket with the number of Americans who have died as of tonight, 26.
He can't pronounce that word.
That's more deaths than 1, 2, and 11 combined. Can't be here anymore.
Jeez! Joe, what'd you do?
Oh, God, I think...
We were too hard on him.
Why'd you push him so far,
I'm
Tim?
sorry.
You have to be the House conservative, and you've driven Joe Biden
I
to
don't
kill
think that was
himself.
me.
Son of a bitch. Does this mean
I
Jill's
swear, I'll
single?
probably get investigated by the Secret Service.
Jill's got the heavies.
She does have the big titties.